I guess Zaslav has officially stated that Superman was a big hit for them. He said the beginning of a new era for DC Studios, and he confirmed that James Gunn is officially moving ahead with writing and directing the Superman proto sequel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting that they're all in. They're like goated. Look up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is on what you're reading, but I saw it from somewhere. This is not a leak. This is something that someone actually said. I saw it today, but it has something. They described it as like super family. I don't know if Zaslav said that or.
Yes, that is
okay.
what he said.
Okay, all right,
Zaslav,
just making sure.
Yes, the way he's the exact quote is, "We're thrilled to share that James Gunn is already writing and preparing to direct the next installment within the super family." Which is cool, which is exciting.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that we're getting a super family in
So,
the DCU.
do you guys think that's going to be like the Superman and Supergirl crossover, or like do you think they're going to do some other stuff too?
I have no idea. Like, it could be Superman versus the Authority.
I don't think that's it though.
I know I don't think it is, but I mean it could be.
The only reason, well,
Didn't
obviously,
he kind of say like it's unexpected?
yeah, which is he could be lying, but he said
Yeah,
that
it's like it's unexpected. It's Superman 2.
I feel like usually with his track record, it really hasn't been the case where he's directly lying. In that way, I think Superman versus the Authority is pretty obvious, but that might just be because we're comic book fans. Obviously, nobody outside of the
I haven't
space
heard anyone talk
knows
about it in fucking
what the
forever.
Authority is. But he also said that he basically said that project got shelved. So my only thought was maybe it merged into this project, which could go into that direction. But outside of that, I genuinely have no idea what this movie's going to be. I don't think it's just going to be Superman and Supergirl because I feel like that's boring. He could do what I would love. It might be too early on for this character, but I would love that since we tested, like we played around with the cloning thing. If we got to Connor and we did the clone
That would
with
be
Cadmus, I think that would be sick. But
I
it
do
might
think
be
that's
too
the
early.
next step. I think that's the next step since Lex has already cloned him in the movie. Sorry, spoiler alert. You should have seen the movie already. That's your fault.
Yeah.
But
Fuck you.
that crossed my mind almost like immediately when that was like the official reveal. Because I mean, throughout the movie, like that you could it's gonna be a clone, especially with that little foreshadowing thing at the beginning with how they got into the fortress. Like, yeah, Connor was the first thing that crossed my mind. So I hope they do Connor. But yeah, like you said, it might be a little bit too early. But if they're establishing like this super family, I just find that's a unique term to describe this next project, super family. I don't know.
That's
I mean,
what I'm
you never
saying,
know.
and it's way too early. Like even earlier to do John. So
way too
logically,
early,
it just makes sense to be Connor. Outside of that, I don't know who else it would be where you use that terminology, super family. Like, I don't know.
Lois Lane movie.
Yeah, the Jimmy series.
It's like All-Star Superman that we'll get
Yeah, where
into
she gets
later.
the
She gets the
powers.
powers for a day.
Oh shit!
Yeah, there you go.
Tying it in. Oh my god.
And I guess we're gonna move on to our. I think this is gonna wrap up our DC topics. The Batman 2 is moving into pre-production.
Wait, we're talking about Batman?
Yes, you
Yeah.
mentioned him earlier.
It's the one.
Cool for you.
Oh shit!
Yeah. We thought we had joked that this would be the first and only episode where we don't mention Batman, but there's no escape.
But you know what? Jason's not here, so we can get excited about this movie. Sorry.
It's starting filming in spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's one of our biggest incorrect predictions.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really
I
bad.
don't
I don't
know.
think it's
Like, that
happening.
movie had some. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. There's all sorts of rumors that were incorrect. Like one of the theories was that Matt Reeves had like a terminal illness, which thank God isn't right because that's
Dude, that was wild.
people
And
like
then
Grace
apparently-
Randolph spread that around, and I don't know. She should be held accountable for that. That was messed up. But
Yeah.
She sucks.
But yeah, no, like I don't know, like behind the scenes, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if it has something to do with the previous regime of Warner Brothers when Matt Reeves signed on, and now that James Gunn is in control of DC specifically, that like you have to play ball with a bunch of people. That prolongs the pre-production for a lot of movies. I know pre-production hell can go on for a while, but it went on for a long time with this movie. So it's nice to hear that the ball is rolling for sure. And I hope, with like how well received the Penguin show was, I hope that they're not afraid to go more out there. I mean, they're never gonna make a Batman movie rated R because that would limit your audience a little bit. But I hope that they introduce more R-rated elements, because you kind of touched upon that in the first film a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I think that'll be the move. I think to differentiate this from the Batman they're working on for the DCU, they're going to have to push it even further in a darker direction, even more so than that first movie already was. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this character moves to. Like, I'm curious what they're going to do with Bruce and if there's going to be a new suit. I assume there will be.
I'm curious what the suit will be. I'm curious what the villain will be.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's go into the speculation corner. What do you think this movie's going into? Because there have been countless rumors about this movie that Gunn has since been like, those are all fake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been like, everything you've heard about the Batman Part 2 has just been a guess. Obviously, because he never had the script
didn't
done.
Exist.
And at one point it was Hush. At another point it was Clayface, but the serial killer
Mr.
version.
Freeze, Court of Owls.
Court of Owls. So what are we thinking? What do we think this is going to be?
Our guesses are going to be determined by what
all we can do is hope.
No, I know. Just what is your like? What's your?
I really like Mr.
What's your
Freeze.
realistic ideal scenario for this? Because obviously we could be like,
I think Court
it
of
fucking
Owls.
goes crazy, and we have like an insane Man Bat, which I would love for this universe. That would be awesome, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't fit with the world that Matt Reeves has.
But imagine how fucking cool Man Bat would be with this Batman.
Oh yeah, that would, like I
awesome,
wanted that like back a few years ago, back when I was deluded to think like, oh, maybe they can do some fantastical stuff, and then like rewatching the movie, I'm like, no, like that doesn't really make sense. Like Mr. Freeze barely makes sense in that universe. Like
I think you could make that one work the most because you could figure out just like a freeze gun thing, but I don't think you could go the full on
machine with him.
Court of Owls.
Yeah, I feel like Court of Owls is realistic. I don't think Hush is going to happen because that's way too similar to the first movie, and I don't think Matt Reeves is an idiot. He's actually a competent writer, but Court of Owls is probably the most likely thing, or Hugo Strange. Oh wait, didn't
that was
I don't know
fake.
if we should talk about
yeah,
that.
there was
fake, I think.
No. Well, it just wasn't confirmed. Someone somewhere alluded to Hugo Weaving. What was the story?
No, that was
I remember
that was a Matt Reeves tweet that was faked.
It was a fake tweet.
Yeah, that was a fake tweet.
That's unfortunate.
That was a great cast.
That was a really great casting. If that was real,
no, maybe it will happen now.
But nonetheless, Hugo Strange would be an awesome pick.
Yeah,
I think that would be sick.
I think that would be sick. I would really like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess
Professor
it's
Pig
all
would
up
be
to
great,
speculation.
too.
Professor Pig, yeah.
Professor Pig would be cool.
I mean, he's more of a
Scarecrow.
He wasn't Batman
I just feel
when
like
Nightwing was Batman, right?
Yeah,
he was,
right.
but
Yeah,
he's
that's
synonymous with just Batman now.
Yeah. Mainly
Nightwing Batman villains are just Batman villains.
Yeah, because they put most of them in the Arkham games once that run was over. But I would say, oh shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck, there was a villain thing, but it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
Probably
gone
wasn't
forever.
important then.
No, it was. I was really excited about it, but it's gone.
Sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, let's move on.